All right, guys, let's go ahead and talk about what's coming out this Black Friday. Now, as you know, Black Friday is a huge event for us here at BrickTactical. I'm Peyton, I'm the owner. I've been doing this for a very long time, over 15 years at this point. You guys are subscribed to the YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. This is the best way to support me, my business, all my employees, and everything that we do. Basically, November 26th, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which by the time you're seeing this, it's already active. So this video is coming out at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So go check out the website, BrickTactical.com. Definitely watch this video to see some of the discount codes, how you guys can get some free minifigures, some free accessories, and other swag for your orders. So like I said, best time to support us is now. Get those Christmas gifts for yourself, friends, families, or just get some cool stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about all the new minifigures and all the new products. All right, guys, I want you guys to pay attention to this full video here because we got a bunch of cool stuff and we also have some awesome discount codes. As you guys know, I do this video every year going over everything. So let's start off with this. Our Black Friday event is November 26th all the way through December 1st. December 1st is Cyber Monday. Now, we have two discount codes this year. We have a free pad printed brick, which I'll show you guys right here. So we got some stud preem. These are pad printed. We've got stud preem bricks. If you guys use code BRICKY at checkout right there, and you have to spend over $50 or more, and it's while supplies last. This is all I got. So once they're gone, they are gone. Then the next free item is a pad printed minifigure. Use code PADFIG. Now you guys can stack these codes. So if you guys spend over $100, you can use both codes and you'll not only get, you'll not only get a brick, but you'll also get a pad printed minifigure completely for free. Once again, this is while supplies lasts. I just want to make that clear. Once they're gone, they're gone. So definitely order sooner rather than later. And then we're also giving out free swag in all orders. Some of the new stickers that I've got these really cool stud preem metallic stickers. Very happy with those. We also have some really nice die cut BrickTactical metallic stickers. And we also have some zombie head stickers, and then we also have a few other BrickTactical ones that will be going out in all orders. We'll also be giving out a bunch of free random accessories, molded weapons, helmets, all sorts of cool random colors. Those will be going out in all orders. No codes are needed for stickers or free accessories, just letting you guys know. All right, let's go ahead and instead of starting with figures, let's start off with some items over here. All right, I want to start off by showing you guys these really cool and unique billboard tiles. These are printed on 8x16 Lego tiles here, so it's one big tile. We have 4 new ones for Halo and 4 for Star Wars, and then we also restocked the ones for Fallout. So we have this one here for your strength in numbers, droid armies. Really like how that one turned out. We also have the Stand with Our Brothers, Stand with the Republic for your clone troopers. We also have this one for your Empire, the Loyalty to the Empire Enlist Today. Really happy with how that one turned out. And then the other one, this is probably my favorite Star Wars one. This droid is not your friend. Report any sightings to the nearest authority. I think these are really cool. They're really fun. So I'm really excited for people to get these and put them in their Star Wars mocks. We also have some Halo ones. That one by far is going to be the most popular one with the Warthog. You haven't experienced off-road like this. We have The End is Near, Fight for Humanity, Join the Corps. We have Join the Covenant, and then we have Defy the Covenant. So I'm very happy with how those all turned out. And that actually brings us to our next point, and I won't forget about this. We'll show you guys that here in a second. Brings us to one of the new kits that we have coming out is the Warthog. So I'm very excited with how this turned out. It's a fully brick-built Warthog. Of course, it's real Lego parts, comes with digital instructions, comes with 4 Spartans. You get 2 blue and 2 red. It's actually a really good deal, especially when it comes with this many figures. So this will be on the website. I only made 20 of these. Technically, I'm saving one for myself, so there's only 19, and it's a really cool kit. It's got really cool articulating steering and suspension, if you will. It's got a cool brick-built Warthog gun on the back. You can fit all your figures in it. I'm very excited with how this turned out. It's a really fun kit, and I'm a big Halo guy, and so this paired with that billboard is going to go really hard. All right, this is what everyone's been waiting for. This is the Transit Black Ops 2 Zombie Bus. This thing is sweet. I only made 10 of these because I wasn't sure how popular they were going to be, but the Instagram video I did on this kind of went viral, so I'm kind of worried that I didn't make enough of them. I'm gonna keep this one for myself. I might eventually sell it off, but for now I'm keeping it for myself. It's got the boarded up windows. It's got the hatch that you can get up top. And then it's also got the ladder upgrade. And then of course it's got the front upgrade. That's a really expensive Lego piece actually here. So really excited with how this thing turned out. And of course we already make Ted the zombie bus driver. So that's a minifigure that we've already been making. So if you have it, this is a great pairing for that. If you don't have Ted, definitely just look up zombie bus driver and then also look up this. Great pairing, really excited. So we got these two kits coming out once again. All right, let's take a look at what we got going on here. Let's start off with this one. We have a full Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga icon pack. So this is all 128 of the playable characters in the original Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. It's a very expensive kit. Normally I sell these tiles for $2 each, but if you buy the full pack, it is a little bit discounted. It is still expensive, I will say, so sticker shock warning, but it's a really cool, fun kit to have. I've seen some really cool people build some really cool displays with this, so those are going to be on the website finally. We also have some new graffiti tiles. We have the NCR Kill 'Em All. We have this in dark bluish gray and light bluish gray. We also have some vault doors in light bluish gray and dark bluish gray, 111. And then we have the Great Khans in light bluish gray. That's a new color iteration for that billboard. All right, we're gonna save minifigures for last. Let's keep going over some of this stuff. We have this full pack of pad printed hologram bricks. These are 1x2x5 bricks. This is the old school way that Lego actually would make holograms and carbonite and stuff like that. So I wanted to do something cool from the Clone Wars. So we have Obi-Wan, we have Ahsoka, we have Anakin, we have Maul, and then we have Rex. Rex is probably one of my favorite. And it's cool when you hold them up to the light, you can see through them. These are pad printed, they come in a pack. Ironically, I only made 69 of them, and I'm not even joking. It's just the way the parts got divvied up. And so once these are gone, those are gone, and I won't be making any more of those. All right, let's talk about weapons and accessories. We also have, before we do that, we also have a True Jedi brick. That's a really fun badge brick. We also have the elemental bows from Call of Duty. We did the elemental staffs last year, and now we have the bows with their arrows. Really happy with how those turned out. We have light gray and green military helmets now. Those are two new color variants. We have the meme saber. I showed this off on Instagram. This is absolutely ridiculous, but it's awesome at the same time. And then we can start talking about some of the different weapons we have here of the more just generic modern military. So let's see if I can get all of them. Yeah, there we go. So we've got the generic A1 FAMAS and the A2 FAMAS. You can see the difference is in the trigger guard. So from my understanding, the A2 down here was meant for more Arctic conditions with gloves. That's why it's larger. So we have both of those in black and gunmetal. We also did a variant of the FAMAS with a stubby grip, a rail, and a red dot on top. We'll have more variants of these coming out in the future, but we just have to start somewhere. One of my favorite things that we've got is we've got the AK-5C. This is probably one of my favorite carbines from Battlefield 4. So we have one that's just a plain Jane, and then we have one with the optic and the grip, which is the pretty iconic setup for the actual military that uses them. We have those also in olive drab green because those are a green firearm in real life. We also have the Zenico AK setup here with a magnifier and stubby hand stop and rail. We also have another AK. These are just cool variants that I found online that I wanted to replicate. We have a scoped Mark 18, very happy with that one. And then we have an M4 with a 2X optic and an M203 grenade launcher. I didn't really have a generic M4 with the grenade launcher, so that's where that one came from. We also have the bipod knife from Battlefield 4, if you guys know what that is. We have a P90 with a suppressor and an EOTech. We have a plain Jane suppressed M4. We have a new overmolded Bowie knife. We have the Unbaran blaster from Star Wars The Clone Wars. We have a Psy dagger. We have some new colors of different water beakers and energy swords. We have some new printed ray gun skins. This is the Pack-a-Punch version. And then if we go down even more, we got some fun stuff hiding here. We've got a overmolded Spartan laser here. This is a triple overmolded Spartan laser. You can put a normal Lego bar in the end of it and make it look like it's shooting out. This turned out amazing. We also have it in olive drab green, and then this was the olive green. We also have a very simple 1911 overmold. Very happy with how that one turned out. And then we have a plethora of some other lightsaber hilts. I'm not even gonna try to name them. I know this one's Cal Kestis, that one's Sifo-Dyas, that one's Even Peel, that one's Jacusta Noon. I don't know the rest, but we have a bunch of lightsabers as well. Here's just a shot again of some of the freebies we're giving out. We have code Bricky and Pad Fig, and then here's some of the stickers. This is all I've got, so make sure you guys order as much as you can, as soon as you can, so you guys have a chance to get some of those. Another thing I did was a Qui-Gon Jinn upgrade pack, RIP. We have a pad printed Jedi torso with a pad printed head. Basically, this is what you get in the product. You get just this because I figure if you already have a Qui-Gon Jinn, you have the hair. The other reason I did that is the hair is very expensive and hard to get. So this right here gets you everything you need. If you already have a Maul, you're good to go. So these are both pad printed, and then I actually machined a hole through it. You can remove the blade. It's very tight, but you can. I don't suggest you do it because it could damage the minifigure, but that's what we've got. It's a really cool upgrade. This is obviously from Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. Very iconic kind of cut scene there in the game of the episode 1. I think it was the last battle. So really happy with that. These are limited as well. I think there's only 70 of these, something like that. So make sure you guys get those while you can. Those are going great with all the new little pad printed stuff that we're releasing. All right, another thing that I'm very excited to announce is we have a new Black Series. Now, what this is it's a only limited edition pad printed custom minifigure, as it says on the packaging. So the Black Series will be extremely limited, only pad printed minifigures. They'll come in these special cases here. They'll be extremely limited, and each case will be serialized. So this minifigure is Noble 4. We made 95 of them. This is number 1. This is my personal copy that I'm going to be keeping. This minifigure is going to sell out very quickly. So let's take a look at what we got in here. So this will come in a smaller bag, but it will be in the foam insert. I just wanted to take it out for video purposes. You get a pad printed Remember Reach badge brick there. You get a M45 shotgun in gunmetal, and then you get an exclusive overmolded tactical knife. This will only ever come with this minifigure. So that's Emil's iconic knife there, and then you have the actual figure itself, so we can take this out. Now, the story behind this minifigure is I had made these visor, these just printed visors for I don't even know why I made them originally, but I made these a few years ago. They sold out, and then people had been asking for a restock, and I thought, instead of restocking it, what if I made a full figure? Emil is one of my favorite Halo characters, so I decided to do that, and he turned out awesome here. It's kind of hard to see with the glare of the metallic gold Lego visor there, but we have the gold visor, we have metallic gold printing there, we have arm printing, really nice arm printing there, and then we have back printing. So this is a very classic style minifigure. It goes very well with our Marines. These are also being restocked, so this is a great pair. But once again, only 95 of these Noble 4 minifigures have been made. I'm keeping at least one for myself, and then the rest will be listed on the website. And I just wanted to show this off. So this is the new Black Series. We also have a Sand Red Marine, which is this print here. We have a Sand Red Marine, and then we also have 5 Old Gray Marines. Those are also going to be Black Series. So we have a 1 of 1, a 1 of 5, and then a 1 of 95. Once again, these are going to go very quickly. Very excited to do something like this. I've always wanted to do something like very collectible and a little bit different. I'm so used to putting stuff in our plastic clamshell packaging, but this is allowing us to do something a little bit different. So very excited about that. Make sure you guys get a Noble 4. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at all of the new minifigures. We also have some printed camo bodies. All of these are coming out when you guys are seeing this video. So one other thing to point out, this is our minifigure display stand. This came out earlier this year. These are also on the website. They're actually going to be on sale. So we have light gray stands, black, white, clear, and dark bluish gray. So if you guys want a really nice way to display your minifigures, this is also a really good Christmas gift for someone that you know has a lot of minifigures, is a way to display that. So let's go ahead and start with the top row here. So I don't know if I want to get up, I guess I'll get up closer with these. So up top here, we have Battlefield 6 Pax Armada. So we have I think this is the Assault, Support, Recon, and Engineer. These minifigures turned out really nice. Very excited. Obviously, I'm a huge Battlefield fan, and so we had to make some Battlefield figures. We have more coming out, but this is all we had time to do. These were actually from like the original trailer in the beta, so we've got those. We also have a lot of Call of Duty minifigures. A lot of them are from Modern Warfare 2. We have, this was the Ultra Nationalist character skin. I don't know if this was from the campaign or not, but this guy looks sweet with the dark blue and the white camo there. We also have, this is a Spetsnaz. This guy turned out amazing with the red camo. So we have those two, and then we have two versions of the Snow. We have the olive green legs, and then we have the reverse of it. We have the olive green torso. So these guys are very famous with their FAMAS in the, this was like the arc where like Price and Soap and all that were like scaling the mountain and stuff like that. Moving down, we have two new Hazmat Soldiers. Those have been one of our most popular Cold War era minifigures. So we have two of those. We have a Radioactive and a Biohazard. This is a really cool World War II figure, or just minifigure in general. This is a World War II German machine gunner here, but it's split. So if you look at it from this side, it looks like a skeleton. And then if you look at it from this side, it's just a normal German soldier. So I thought this was a really cool idea to do on a minifigure, and I thought a World War II German machine gunner was perfect for that. We also have a generic modern military guy over here. We also have more COD figures moving down here. These are from COD Ghost. That's Riley the dog. I can't remember this. I think it's Elijah. I can't remember. And then we have the other main guy. I think that's Logan. One of these is Logan. I think that's Logan. Yeah, that's Logan. Then we have the backstabbing general, as I'm calling him. This is the guy that quite literally like throws the knife and shoots Ghost. Sorry, spoiler alert. This guy turned out great. We also have, this is really cool. This is a original World at War zombie. This is from the Nocturne and Toten map. It's the Night of the Undead is what that stands for. And so that's the name of this minifigure. Really happy with how that turned out. We also have some more original Black Ops minifigures here. We have, I'm going to mess this up. We have Alex Mason and Frank Woods, I believe it is. So we have those two minifigures. A lot of people have been requesting those for a while. We also have some Halo Marines here. These turned out great. I haven't done a fully printed Marine in a while, so I decided to do it. This is the Breacher. You got all the shotgun shells. Absolutely really clean printing on this. And then we have the Sniper version with a little bit different of a setup there with the cool Sniper with a bipod there. Then moving on, we have some Battlefield 4 campaign figures. Now, I did these years ago, but I finally wanted to remake them. So we have Pac, Irish, and I believe it's Hannah, I think it is, or Meg. I can't remember which one it is. I always get them confused. But these are great generic military figures if you guys didn't play Battlefield. But if you guys are Battlefield fans like I am, these will definitely hit a soft spot. So we've got those as well. Moving down here, we've got a bunch of different camo bodies. We also have some Halo Marine bodies as well. Really excited about that. There's actually a few more that aren't shown here. I can actually grab one because it is off to the side, thankfully. This is a sweet Tiger Stripe. So this is coming out as well. We also have it on a dark red that looks really good. So we have a bunch of different camo bodies if you guys want to build your own minifigures. Like I mentioned, we have the pad printed Halo Marines. These are restocking. We have full figures, and then we also have just the heads, just the helmets, and just the bodies if you guys would like those. The reddish brown ones, I did a very small batch of those 3 years ago, and those sold out. I only made 100 of these, and I expect those to go pretty quickly because that's based off Halo CE, and I believe they were talking about something about that game recently. And I know they were just popular in general. So let's go ahead and move down to the next row. Let's speed through this. We have a redeemed Vader minifigure. We also have a bunch of Boba Fett's or Mandalorians. We have this is actually a really cool one. This is kind of our pop culture section here. We've got a Post Malone minifigure. The printing on this one is absolutely gorgeous. Very excited with that one. We have a Naruto minifigure with brand new ninja stars. I thought that one turned out good. We have a limited edition. That's another good point, actually. All of these minifigures are limited edition. So none of these are getting restocked once we sell out. So these exact designs will not ever be reprinted. So that's something to consider. All of our minifigures moving forward are limited edition, and they're actually hand numbered. So make sure you guys pay attention to that. Once they sell out, they are gone. So if you guys see something, definitely make sure you pick it up. We have, this is very limited. This is only 36 of these were made with a brand new Tron disc. This is from the new Tron movie. We also finally decided to do some just generic DC figures. We got a Batman here with our own custom Batarang there. Really happy with how that turned out. This guy's cool. He actually comes with 2 different heads. The other one, I don't know where it is, but he comes with 2 different heads there. We have Tactical Jesus, Female Merc. Make sure we're in focus there. We have Uncle Sam. I showed this guy earlier. We have 3 different Fallout Rangers. We also have down here, we have a Yoda figure. We have some other Jedi. We have Jango and Boba Fett. We have a George Lucas figure. This was kind of a funny idea I had, and I thought it'd be cool. So we have a George Lucas, comes with an Obi-Wan hilt and a classic Lego Star Wars blaster. We also have X-Wing pilot. Down here, if we go down even further, we have the full set of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We have, these are cool. These are like just generic toy soldiers all in one color. I thought this was a cool concept to do. So we have a tan and a green one there. And then another figure set we have down here is 4 Red Dead Redemption figures. Those were really popular, the first 2 we did, so we decided to do a few more. We also have another Assassin's Creed minifigure, that's Enzio, and then we have a zombie barista. So there's a lot of new minifigures, and again, this is not everything that's releasing. There's even more, so this is the bulk of it, and let's keep showing you guys some new stuff. Now, if any of that new stuff, for whatever reason, doesn't strike your fancy, we have a lot of products, as you can see. We have everything from printed camo bodies to different molded accessories and whatnot. We got some AUGs in there. We've got Halo bodies. We've got everything you can think of. We have gas mask head packs. We've got pad printed Gus Frings. We've got Space Marines. We've got World War II German soldiers. These are great for army building because they're pretty inexpensive. We've got Revolutionary War soldiers. We've got the Joker from The Dark Knight. That actually would go really well with the Batman figure. We have World War II helmets. We've got Halo weapons. Everything you can think of. This is actually all the new products. We're running out of room in here. So all of this stuff is on the website. Once again, this is the best way to support what we do. We have weapon packs. We have Combine soldiers from Half-Life. All of this stuff is on the website. And like I said, you guys are going to be able to get some free minifigures and free pad printed stuff. So I don't know if you guys can see this angle fine. We also have some other stuff that I have not shown off. We have these album covers. These I did a few years ago, and we were touring with these on our convention runs. I'm not doing these anymore. So I have a few of these on the website. There's literally like a dozen of them. We have the Beatles. We have Ariana Grande. We have a cool Travis Scott rodeo one. All of these are on the website. Once they're gone, they are gone. So we're not making any more of those. Another thing that we have is we have a bunch of smaller ones. So we have some printed on 8x16 tiles. These are going to be sold in random packs. So you guys can get those very cheap on the website. One more thing before I forget. These album covers, I guess I didn't even mention these. This is a 32x32 Lego base plate with 128 2x4 tiles on it that we print in one shot. So this is all Lego that we print on. So this is a really cool product. Like I said, though, we're not bringing them back. So if you guys like them, make sure you guys snag one. And there's a lot of odds and ends coming out this Black Friday. We're trying to clean house, get ready for some new stuff. But a lot of this old stuff is pretty top notch. Another thing we have is all sorts of crazy combos. We do these every year. These are different colored prints of our original minifigures. So we have a bunch of different Wild West minifigures. We also have a bunch of Spartan packs. I talked about this on a vlog that I did. We also have what I call generic true crazy combos, which is cool, random, wacky minifigures with cool accessories, stuff that you can't normally get on the website. Another thing is we actually have crazy combos of some of these pad printed items. We have some different colored Qui-Gon Jinns in there with different colored lightsabers stabbed through him. What's cool about that is you could take the head off and you could just make this a generic minifigure or Jedi. So I'm really excited to see what people do with that. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, here's just good examples of just wacky, cool, fun minifigures that come with really cool accessories. A lot of these I use to get rid of rare accessories, overmolds and stuff like that. Sometimes the accessories that these minifigures hold are actually worth more than the minifigures. So we've got everything. We got military, we got crazy clowns, we got a lot of zombie stuff. Another thing I wanted to point out is we're releasing a bunch of stuff from my vault, if you will. So this is some discontinued stuff that I kept a copy of, but now I'm moving on and I'm selling them. So we have a handful of different Ahsoka minifigures. Here's some of those zombie packs. We actually did a bunch of Mandalorian prints. Really happy with how those turned out on different colors. And another thing that we did, once again, this was only at conventions and now we're getting rid of them on our website, is we did these printed Lego Star Wars Complete Saga character tiles, but they're on bricks. So this is all built by Lego, and we're blowing these out for a really good deal. So you get 2 small ones. We have all sorts of different ones there. But what's really cool is we also have larger ones. So this one is a roughly 6-inch diameter. The other ones are like 2.5. So this one's really cool because you can set it up on your shelf. It's big enough and you can see it from a distance. So we have a handful of these. Once these are gone, these are gone. So this is all I've got here. But like I said, I've got Darth Maul, I've got Obi-Wan, I've got clones, I got Jar Jar, I've got some of the iconic, I did like a duo pack of the Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. We have Boba Fett, Jango Fett, Yoda, pretty much all the iconic ones. Once these are gone, not making them again. So there's a lot of that. If you guys see it, make sure you get it. If you buy one of these, we're actually throwing in free stands for you guys to prop them up. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. Here's those elemental bows and arrows that I talked about earlier. These turned out great. That they actually look really nice in the packaging there. Really like the transparent orange one and the gold one. We have those. There's the Warthogs and the transit buses there. And then here's actually a good look at the black series here. This is the 1-of-1 Sand Red Marine here. It's going to be sad to see this go, being a 1-of-1 minifigure, but it is what it is. And then we have the 1-of-5 old gray ones. I'm not going to open them up. You guys can see the pictures on Instagram and on the website. Once those are gone, those are gone. Like I mentioned, this is the best way to support what we do here at BrickTactical. Go ahead and place your orders right now, BrickTactical.com. Link in the description. I'm going to be posting a lot about this on my Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and I don't think I'm going to be doing any more main channel videos. Maybe one on the Noble 4. I think that's worthy of a minifigure like showcase. But I want to get back to making videos. I've just been very busy. I've got a lot going on. Obviously, there's a lot to handle here. So I really appreciate all the support. Like I said, go to BrickTactical.com. That would mean the world to me if you guys place an order. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys in another video. Peace out.